What's up, Maniacs? I'm out here with Jake. What's up, dude? So he's got this incredible, it's a 51 Chevy body.
Yep.
Swapped on a Lexus
LS400, yeah.
LS400.
95 Lexus LS400 chassis. Same thing as you guys did, but you guys probably did it a little bit better.
I don't know about that. This thing's purpose built though, so he tears this thing up. So you guys will see from the video. But then you got to tell me, like, what inspired you to do this thing?
Honestly, it all started with the Lexus. It was pretty much the only reason we really got the Lexus going is it was my backup car. It was my practice car. It was something we could throw around. And the body got so beat up that we pretty much had to just call it quits. And the body, the 51 Chevy body popped up on Facebook Marketplace at like just the right time. We decided to go ahead and just, you know, chop it all up, drink a few beers, and throw this body on top of it.
So I watched some of those videos, and you guys literally like kicked this thing out in a few weeks, or some crazy. The first iteration.
The first iteration of it was 35 days start to finish. It was kind of a joke amongst friends, like, oh, I bet you I can get it done by this drift event. They're like, there's no way. Like, you're gonna be working on this thing for years. And I was like, all right, we'll see you there. So.
And you did.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, and the rest is history. I mean, it's had a lot of improvements over the years. Obviously, when we first built it, it was just a naturally aspirated, automatic, no angle, no crazy suspension or anything like that.
But you had it like that at the Burn Yard in Long Beach.
Yeah, yeah.
With that motor, with that setup,
yeah.
You just tore it up, man.
Yeah,
Just put on a really great show.
A lot of the time, I like to emphasize the newer drifters, like keeping a low horsepower car, not trying to go over the top, is actually beneficial to you in the long run. Because the second you jump into a higher horsepower car, the second you get a lot more angle, all that kind of stuff, you're going to be so progressive as a driver that it's going to feel natural, it's going to feel normal, you're going to be way more comfortable in your car.
So that's a good tip right there if somebody wants to get into it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the big things.
So what's the Yankee Zoku?
So Yankee Zoku is it's a drift team I started a long time ago. It was just a bunch of friends that got together, and you know, we just like to build cars and hang out and go to the track.
It's cool. So, what does it mean?
It was kind of like so Yankee translates to American,
yeah,
and then Zoku is like family or gang or something like that. So we kind of just like put it together. So a lot of my friends were actually a few from Japan and stuff like that, and they always gave us crap calling us Yankees and all that kind of stuff. And then we started doing it ironically, and one thing led to another, and that's where the name came from.
Well, it's pretty funny though, because when you have it on this car, because I kind of had a feeling that that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, what a perfect name on this car. You know what I mean? It's like this American with the Japanese, you know?
Yeah, it's a literal translation,
you know?
yeah. That's funny. I never really thought about that, actually.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
That's the first thing I thought. I was like, that is so cool. It's brilliant, you know? So this is your new motor now.
Yeah, yep.
And this thing's twin turboed, obviously.
Yep.
So what's the deal with this? How much horsepower are you running?
So this is a 1994 Lexus LS400 motor. The 94 downs are actually a lot stronger. People have pushed the bottom ends over 1,000 horsepower without doing anything internally. Right now we're sitting at 15 PSI, which is around 750 horsepower. I did do head gaskets, air head studs, you know, upper end stuff.
Freshened it up.
Yeah, exactly. But bottom end wise, it has 230,000 miles on it. We've been beating it up all week, and it took it all week long until we blew up the transmission.
The tranny split in half?
Yeah, it actually, like, where all the plates come together for your gear selection setup, that whole thing just snapped to pieces. So it's a BMW ZF transmission, and these things are like, they're strong. They're real strong.
And it's still just...
I mean, when you're doing 180 mile an hour wheel speed against the wall in fifth gear.
So he was actually pinned right up against the K-rail right there, and he was just going through gears, and he's in fifth gear, just ripping this thing. Transmission finally just gave up the ghost. So
yeah,
I mean, come on, that's some good testimony.
Yeah,
that BMW transmission.
I'm cool with it. I mean, it's you know, it's his final event, so we sent her off doing what she loved, and now we're on to the next big thing.
Now it's gonna go in hibernation for the winter.
Yep.
And more. Well, dude, it's so cool. I mean, the car's so awesome. I think it's so inspirational. So, you know, our channel, we're trying to just be like, you know, like, hey, you can do it, right? Like,
yeah, no,
like
absolutely.
We're like not, you know, like it's not a pro shop for us, you know. I'm a real estate broker. You know, these guys are doing other things, and we get together on the weekends, and we're building this car, you know, and we're going to build some of the things, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, the reality is for these guys is that if you just kind of put your mind to it, you know, you don't even have to have a lot of money.
Nope.
Although that will help. So again, you know, for these guys watching, you know, I mean, the whole thing is just to encourage, you know, to get out there, start with something small, just do it, and then you'll be out here tearing it up, you know, in the Burn Yard with hooligans.
If somebody told me like 3 years ago that something me and my buds built in my 2-car garage with basic tools and a really crappy MIG welder, that I'd be out here drifting, you know, event after event, all that kind of stuff, changing careers, all that kind of stuff, I wouldn't believe them. I'd say there's no way. But all it takes is build cool stuff, and you know, the rest will follow.
Trying to have some fun along the way.
100%. That's all it's about.
Dude, that's so cool, man. Jake, I appreciate your time. I know you're busy with everything,
yeah, no,
so
absolutely.
thank you so much, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.